In the future, mankind's greatest technological marvels will be remembered as not just feats of engineering, but as monumental steps toward exploring the cosmos. Among those pioneers who made these journeys possible, none shines brighter than Elon Musk. The CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, Musk has long been a proponent of making life multiplanetary. His audacious vision includes colonizing Mars and establishing a sustainable human presence there. But, as with all human endeavors, even the most daring dreams carry unforeseen consequences. One day, amidst the bustle of planning missions to Mars, a clever young girl, bright-eyed and full of wisdom, noticed something that the adults around her had overlooked. "Mr. Musk," she said, in the most gentle and knowing tone, "don't go there. You'll miss Earth. You see, Earth is cozy, and there's no place like it for humans." Musk, confident in his mission, simply smiled and nodded. He had heard many such voices before. His drive to make life multiplanetary was not just a scientific mission, but a deeply philosophical one. He believed humanity's survival depended on our ability to extend beyond Earth and become a spacefaring civilization. Yet, as he packed for his departure, he couldn't shake the girl's words from his mind. The journey to Mars was not a spontaneous decision. Musk's vision of colonizing Mars began long before the little girl's warning. His company, SpaceX, had already taken steps to make this dream a reality, launching spacecraft designed to carry humans across vast distances. The Starship, a fully reusable spacecraft capable of reaching Mars, was in the final stages of development. Elon Musk had spent years pouring his energy into this endeavor, overcoming setbacks, managing immense risks, and dealing with the immense financial burden. SpaceX had already made history with successful missions to the International Space Station, and now the goal was to venture even further into the heart of the solar system. While the mission was an incredible achievement for humanity, the deeper emotional and philosophical questions about leaving Earth behind had never been fully explored. For Musk, Earth had been the cradle of civilization, the home of human history, and a place where his accomplishments had meaning. But it was also a fragile world, susceptible to the mistakes and excesses of humanity. Colonizing Mars seemed like the only logical step forward for someone who, like Musk, envisioned a future where Earth and its people could thrive. However, it wasn't just the planet's fragility that motivated Musk. His personal aspirations were deeply tied to the idea of exploration and expanding human potential. As a child, he had been fascinated by space travel, devouring books about space exploration and dreaming of reaching the stars. The move to Mars, then, was not just about survival. It was about the pursuit of a dream that had burned inside him for decades. The little girl's warning echoed through Musk's mind as he prepared to embark on the mission. "Earth is cozy," she had said. The words seemed so simple, yet they carried a deep truth. In the rush of space exploration and human progress, people often overlook the intrinsic beauty of their home, the planet that nurtured and sustained them for millennia. But for Musk, leaving Earth was a necessity, not a luxury. The planet's resources were finite, and the existential threats that hung over it, from climate change to nuclear warfare, could one day push humanity to the brink. Colonizing Mars was a way to ensure humanity's survival, a way to create a backup plan for the species in case something catastrophic happened to Earth. The girl, however, saw the situation differently. To her, Earth represented a place of comfort, familiarity, and belonging. She understood the emotional ties that bound humans to their planet. The warmth of the sun, the feeling of rain on one's skin, the smell of fresh air, and the sight of lush forests and oceans. These were the things that made Earth cozy, things that Mars, with its barren landscapes and inhospitable environment, could never replicate. As the day of the launch approached, Musk couldn't help but reflect on the girl's words. He knew the journey would be long and difficult. Space travel, even in the most advanced spacecraft, was fraught with risks. But the lure of discovery, of stepping foot on a new world, was too great to ignore. Mars, with its red soil and mysterious landscapes, called to him like a siren song. The rocket that would carry Elon Musk to Mars was a marvel of engineering. The Starship, designed to be fully reusable, was capable of carrying both humans and cargo to the Martian surface. The spacecraft was equipped with cutting-edge technology, life support systems, and everything needed for a journey that would span months. Musk knew the road ahead would be long and arduous, but he was ready. The journey began with a roar as the Starship launched from Earth, its engines blasting into the atmosphere and sending Musk hurtling toward the unknown. As he watched Earth shrink from view, he felt a mixture of exhilaration and sadness. The planet that had been his home for so many years was now receding into the distance. He thought about the oceans, the forests, the cities, and the people, everything he would leave behind. But there was no turning back now. Musk had made his decision, and the path to Mars was set. As the spacecraft hurtled through the void of space, Musk could feel the weight of history on his shoulders. He was not just a businessman. He was a symbol of human ambition, a symbol of humanity's desire to push beyond its limits and explore the unknown. In the quiet of space, as he gazed out the window at the endless expanse of stars, Musk couldn't help but think back to the little girl's warning. Earth is cozy. Her words seemed to haunt him, echoing through his thoughts as he journeyed further from home. As the days turned into weeks and weeks into months, Musk's thoughts began to shift. The journey to Mars was no longer an exciting adventure. It had become a test of endurance and isolation. The vastness of space was overwhelming, and the isolation of being so far from Earth began to weigh on him. Mars was beautiful in its own way, but it was also a harsh, desolate place. The landscape was dominated by rocky plains, towering volcanoes, and dust storms. The Martian atmosphere was thin, and the surface was cold and dry. There was no lush green grass, no blue oceans, no bustling cities. It was a world of silence, where the only sounds were the hum of the spacecraft and the beat of Musk's own heart. And in those moments of solitude, Musk began to feel the absence of Earth in ways he hadn't anticipated. He missed the warmth of the sun, the gentle breeze on his face, the sound of birds chirping in the trees. He missed the taste of fresh fruit, the smell of rain on the earth, and the vibrant colors of the world around him. He missed the sense of community, the connection with others that made life on Earth so special. Mars, for all its potential, was a world that could never replace the comfort of Earth. And in that realization, Musk understood the truth behind the little girl's warning. Earth was cozy, and no matter how much he had believed in the necessity of leaving it behind, he had underestimated the emotional pull it held on him. Eventually the time came for Musk to return to Earth. His mission on Mars had been a success, But it had also been a sobering experience. The technology and infrastructure needed to sustain a colony on Mars were still in their infancy, and the challenges of living on another planet were far greater than he had anticipated. As the spacecraft began its journey back to Earth, Musk felt a sense of relief. The stars, once so inviting, now seemed distant and cold. The thrill of exploration had faded, replaced by a longing for the warmth and familiarity of home. Earth was not just a place. It was a feeling, a sense of belonging that no other world could provide. When the spacecraft finally touched down on Earth, Musk stepped out into the familiar embrace of gravity, air, and sunlight. He took a deep breath, feeling the cool wind on his face. For the first time in months, he felt truly alive. He looked up at the sky, marveling at the beauty of the blue expanse, and for the first time, he understood the deep connection between humans and their home planet. As Musk reflected on his journey, he realized that while humanity's future lay among the stars, it was Earth that would always be the heart of it all. The little girl had been right. Earth was cozy, and no matter where he traveled in the universe, it would always be the place he called home.